CPG settings complete. Neural linkage ion density normal. Update metamotor cortex parameters. Nuclear reactor critical. Power flow stable. Systems all green. Strike freedom system activated.
What up, nation, and welcome back to another video. Today's the day. This is it. I finally get to tell the story of how I got into anime, how I fell in love with it. What were those key impactful moments? I had a lot of fun making this video. I definitely incorporated a lot of different elements that I haven't done before. And it was a real blast. So I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I have. To start off, honestly, I really didn't know what anime was back then when I was, younger. I mean, I grew up on Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z, but at the time I didn't know they were anime. I thought they were just action cartoons. And, I'm sure there's a lot of you guys who can relate. And, we had good reason to think so. They were voiced in English. The openings and endings were all American English songs. Even the locations, like they weren't based in Japan. They were all fictional locations that didn't look like Japan or anything like that. So yeah, I thought those shows were American cartoons. But my first true experience, shook me moment, and I was just completely wowed, happened obviously when I was a kid. And let me tell you about this incident. So I was watching the Sci-Fi Channel. I don't know what was on, and I happened to fall asleep with my TV on. So I wake up late in the night, and obviously my eyes draw to the TV to see what's on, and some movie was on, and whatever it was, it instantly had me. I mean, the visuals, the art style, the characters and the sound effects, I was just completely drawn in, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, what is this? This is something I just haven't experienced before. Unfortunately, I only caught the last, couple minutes of the movie before the credits started hit, and I was literally left there just bewildered, just in awe, what the happened to me. All I knew was I wanted more. So for the next couple days, next couple weeks, all I did was turn to the Sci-Fi Channel. I was looking day and night, trying to find when this movie was gonna come on again. I was checking the TV Guide channel, and no, it just never happened. It never came back on. And fast forward sometime into the future, Toonami is a thing. They've got their shows on, and they already had a pretty decent lineup of anime shows, which I still sort of, considered cartoons. I don't know, it's weird. But I remember to this day, I get home, I'm doing my homework, I finish my homework, I throw on the TV, I'm waiting for the, Toonami to start, and they aired the first promo.
Devotion, concentration, diligence.
Tenchi Muyo.
These are the principles by which Tenchi Masaki has lived.
Oh, man.
What the? Tenchi, Daddy, let's go. You are just so sweet.
These days, it's a little more chaotic.
I like you. He really is something else.
And when I saw it, I'm like, that's the show. That's the movie. That's the movie I saw late at night. Oh my God. It's here. Oh man. And so obviously, I tuned in. I watched all of it. I loved it. But that was the moment. That was the movie. That was the show, Tenchi Muyo. I don't know if you guys had seen Tenchi Muyo. It has a special place in my heart. But so I've always known that moment, and I can recall back to it, but I didn't know the exact details of it. So for me bringing you guys this video, I wanted to make sure that I had the details, I had the facts on point, so I had to do some research. So initially I started off with going online. So I hopped on the computer, and I'm scrolling through the internet looking for the Sci-Fi Channel TV guide. So I wanted to see if there was some type of digital copy, some archives or something like that, that listed everything that aired on the Sci-Fi Channel way back when. I happened to stumble across a website that it wasn't even part of the Sci-Fi Channel, but you know, it was some, I don't know, some individual website that had the TV guide. They had it broken down by years, and they had each month you could click into it and view everything that aired in that month. So I started off with, I believe it was like 1997 or 1998. I just chose that, you know, time frame. I click into January, Control F, I'm typing in Tenchi, nothing. Back out, click into February, Control F, type in Tenchi, nothing. And I do this for March, April, May, June, the rest of the months. 1997, nothing. 1998, nothing. 1999, March, hold up, March, we got a hit. The first time, or the first finding, was in March at 4 a.m. in the morning. They played the movie Tenchi Muyo in Love. At first I thought that was it, but I was like, let me continue with the rest of the month. So I continue on. I find an entry for August, and then I find an entry for December. So in 1999, it played 3 times. I don't know which one that I saw personally. It's tough to say, just because, you know, at that time I was a kid. I wasn't allowed to leave my TV on at night, so it had to have been either some type of a weekend or holiday period where I could leave my TV on and not have to get up for school. So I'm sort of leaning towards maybe the August or December time frame. Either way, it happened in 1999. You know, I established the shock moment, the what is this, you know, the Tenchi tease. Now for when it aired on Toonami. Tenchi Muyo aired in July of the year 2000, so almost a little bit less than a year later from, you know, my first, you know, experience with it. And man, Tenchi Muyo was so good. Like, I really enjoyed that show. I loved the characters. You know, it wasn't all action. It was a little bit of slice of life. Had some romance and drama in it. Just, man, that's memories right there. That's memories. The next event was sort of, it wasn't so much a individual moment. It was more covering like a period of time. It was experiencing more of the adult side of anime. So the shows I had been watching up until this point, you know, were all the shows that aired on Toonami. And some of those shows do have some unedited versions, but obviously Toonami at the time wasn't going to show that. So the next occurring took place in 2001 when Adult Swim finally aired. Adult Swim. So back then, they didn't have the lineup that they you know, typically have now. It wasn't filled with all the comedy shows or the anime shows. This was, I believe, like their sort of like experimental period. I can't remember how they broke it down. I think there was a few comedy shows, but I do remember Cowboy Bebop was the only anime. And I remember the first time seeing Cowboy Bebop, and again, just sort of being blown away. Like, what is this? Like, this, again, it took it to the next level. This is something new. This is something I haven't experienced with the shows that were on Toonami. It was mature. It was raw. They cursed on it. They had sexual themes. Like, it was just all this goodness just in one show. It was chill. It was relaxed. The music, the jazz. It's, oh man, the characters of Spike. Spike was a cool ass dude, man. But it didn't stop there. Then in 2002, when Adult Swim had some, you know, had some time under their belt, cue in Action Saturdays on Adult Swim, and this lineup. Oh my God, this lineup. Cowboy Bebop, Yu Yu Hakusho, Outlaw Star, Tenchi Muyo, all uncut. Oh my god, like, are you kidding me? Like, my mind couldn't handle it. That's where I fell in love with you. Hakusho, Outlaw Star is another slept on anime that I really love. Cowboy Bebop. Man, just that lineup. That was too real. Ooh, bro, I think that might have been the start of why I don't sleep now and why I always stay up, because of that lineup right there. Whew, man. And then the last event. This one takes it back. We're still with Adult Swim, but now we're a year forward, and it is 2003. The first episode of Inuyasha aired. Wasn't expecting it. Didn't know what this show was. I just remember turning on Adult Swim and it's playing. Now at the time, it's super late, and I guess my mom had just finished laundry. So she came upstairs and brought me my clothes, and she was helping me fold my clothes up. And so I'm watching the show, and I'm really like, drawn into it. But I'm folding my clothes while watching, and it's good. It wasn't a bad first episode. I'm really drawn in. Once the show ended and they played My Will. Oh my god, My Will. I literally fell into a trance. I stopped all that I was doing, and I was transported to a different dimension. I was no longer in this reality. I was just gone. The visuals, the music, oh man, it was too good. I remember my mom threw a shirt at me to like snap out of whatever I was doing and pick my clothes up. I'm sorry. Oh man, though, that was insane. Like, just the feelings and just how it really took me to a different place. Like, I'd never experienced anything like that before. But there you have it. Those were the 3 moments that really stood out and just changed me and put me on this path and led to me diving deeper into anime and enjoying it and consuming it the way that I do now. 1999, the Tenchi teas. 2001 to 2002, the amazing lineup on Adult Swim of just that raw, uncut, just goodness. And then 2003, My Will. Oh man, Nerd! What did you guys think? Did you guys have any experiences similar to that? Did you go through the exact same stuff that I did? Like, let me know in the comments. Tell me your guys' anime origin stories. Tell me what were the moments that, that created such an emotional impact that it just, it was truly unspeakable. Like, you just didn't have words for it. Tell me it all in the comments below. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Again, I had a lot of fun making it. It got a little wacky. Hope you guys laughed. And I will see you guys in the next video.